You've seen them, right? Scrolling through your feed and bam, there it is. One of those absolutely perfect, soulful photos of a dog that just stops you in your tracks. But have you ever really thought about what it takes to get that shot? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and decode the magic behind professional dog photography. Okay, yeah, this is the shot. That gorgeous dog, the golden light is hitting just right, looking all noble in what looks like some magical untouched forest. It seems so natural, doesn't it? Like someone just happened to be there at the perfect fleeting moment and snapped a lucky picture.
But what if I told you that lucky moment wasn't luck at all? What if that one perfect image was actually the result of hours of planning, some very specific gear, and, you guessed it, a whole lot of digital wizardry?
Exactly. The truth is, that perfect photo, it's basically a performance, a carefully, meticulously constructed scene. So, you ready? Let's dive in and break down exactly how it's all put together.
All right, first things first, the pre-shoot blueprint. And honestly, this is where most of the work happens, way before the camera even comes out of the bag. This whole first stage is all about controlling every possible variable to set the stage for success. This blueprint is really broken down into 3 big steps. First, you've got to cast the right canine star. Second, you have to basically engineer the perfect environment. And third, you assemble your arsenal of tools. So let's dig into each one.
Okay, let's just bust this myth right now. Not every cute dog can be a model. Nope. The pros are looking for something really specific. Temperament is number 1. The dog has to be super chill, not bothered by new places or people. And their training? It's got to be rock solid. We're talking a flawless sit and stay no matter what's going on around them. And the owner has to be part of the team and be totally honest about what their dog can actually do. And that remote, magical forest? Check this out. A lot of the time, it's not remote at all. It could be a busy park right in the middle of the suburbs. The secret is the lens. A photographer finds one tiny, perfect spot, uses a long lens to zoom way in, and poof, all that background chaos, playgrounds, fences, other people, it just melts away into a beautiful blur. It's a total illusion created right there in the camera.
But okay, what if you've got a dog that's a little anxious or maybe a bit of a flight risk? Well, a public park is a definite no-go. That's where this amazing tool called Sniff Spot comes in. Think of it like an Airbnb, but for dogs. You can actually rent someone's private, fenced-in yard or land by the hour. It's a total game changer for safety and control, and it lets the dog just relax.
So what's in the photographer's bag? Well, it's kind of 2 different worlds. You've got the high-tech stuff, right? The fancy camera with animal eye autofocus, the big lenses. But then you've got the wrangling kit, and this is where the real genius is. We're talking a whole treat hierarchy, from boring old kibble all the way up to super amazing dried liver. And the ultimate secret weapon? Get this. A cat toy. That little wand is perfect for getting the dog's attention without sticking your hand right in the frame.
All right, so the planning's down. Now it's time for the shoot itself. And this is where all that perfect preparation meets the beautiful, unpredictable reality of working with a live animal. I like to call it controlled chaos.
Okay, if there is one single rule for great dog photography, it is this. Get on their level. Seriously, you have to get down on the ground. When you shoot from above, it just feels distant. But when you get low, lie in the dirt, the mud, whatever, you enter their world. It's not glamorous, but wow, does it make for a powerful photo.
You can't direct every dog the same way, right? It's like you have to be part photographer, part dog psychologist. If a dog is all about the food, you hold that high-value treat right above the lens, boom, you get that intense gaze. But you better be quick. Now, for the dog that's obsessed with toys, here's a great trick. You squeak a toy, but you hide the squeaker in your hand. The dog hears it, but can't see it, and you get this amazing, curious head tilt. But let's be real. Dogs are dogs. They get the zoomies, they get distracted by a squirrel, they decide they're just done. So what happens when your furry superstar decides to go off script?
Well, the pros have a 3-part plan. Option 1, just lean into it. Let the dog be a dog, run around, and you just wait for those little pauses, those natural moments. Option 2 is management. And listen up, because this is the big industry secret. The leash. So many of those photos of free dogs, they're actually on a super thin leash that just gets edited out later. And of course, option 3, the best case scenario, is just solid long-term training.
You know what's funny, though? Those unscripted moments, the bloopers, are often the absolute best shots. The derpy faces, the ears flapping in the wind, a big ol' yawn. That's the stuff that really shows the dog's personality. And you'd be surprised how often those are the pictures the owners fall in love with. Okay, so the photos are taken, but we are far from done. In fact, this is where the next phase of the magic begins. Welcome to post-production, aka the digital glow-up, where a good photo becomes a great piece of art. So, what's the number one, most important, absolutely essential editing skill for a dog photographer? It's this: leash removal. I'm not kidding. This is the foundation of the whole thing. It lets you be safe and in control during the shoot, but still get that final image of a dog looking wild and free. And I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got the shot straight out of the camera. You can see the leash, there's a random person in the back, the sky is kinda blah. Now look at the after. The leash is gone, the person is gone, that boring sky is now a gorgeous sunset. And look at the dog's eyes. They've been brightened to give them that little bit of sparkle. It's a total transformation. And the editing magic gets even crazier. That perfect moment might not have happened in a single click. Pros will do head swaps. Yep, taking the best face from one shot and putting it on the best body from another. Or for a group of dogs, they might shoot each one perfectly, separately, and then digitally stitch them all together into one perfect group photo. It's truly an invisible art. Okay, so you've seen how the pros do it. But what about you? The good news is you don't need thousands of dollars in gear to take better photos of your own dog. Let's talk about some simple tips you can use with the phone that's in your pocket right now.
Really, it all comes down to the same basic ideas. 1. Get low. Get on their level. 2. Find good light. Think next to a window or in open shade outside. 3. Clean up your background. Don't let a messy room steal the show. 4. Use portrait mode on your phone. It'll give you that blurry background instantly. And 5. Use the pro trick. Hold a treat right up by the camera lens. Seriously, try these and you'll see a huge difference, I promise.
So that kind of leaves us with one final question, doesn't it? After all this planning, all this gear, all this editing to create the perfect shot, is that the one that really matters? Or is it the goofy, silly, totally imperfect picture that actually captures the dog you know and love? That's something to think about next time you're behind the lens. Thanks for joining me.